Right back to Hubbard.
Bro is on everything.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing now, Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward.
He's like 5'7".
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Ward. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
That little dude fast.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not.
Pushed it out.
Last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
Yeah.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18.
He'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
There we go, fellas.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it will go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, here's Ward. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Ward. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on, come on.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Coker as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, great.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Austin brings in the quick throw. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
60 Bobcats, 60 go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A handoff for Warren. And we'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Chop alert. Here we go. Hut.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, motion. Cougar 19. Ready.
Algier now up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's all.
From Panther territory now. Going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive in the second half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ready.
A quick throw complete to Washington. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh,
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On the give, this is Hubbard. Still fighting for more. He's still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Hey, Hubbard be doing his thing.
Right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks away.
We ran blitzes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Hey, man.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Why I got these 2 big balls?
30 now to the 28. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Off the play fake.
Let's go.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
8-yard loss on the play.
Nick Scorton.
3rd and down.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's
No way.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go. Liking 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Algier again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Algier. Stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a toss. Hubbard going left.
The
and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing is Ward. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
my goodness.
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that plays us to...
Oh, okay. I got to go for it.
Statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Ready.
Ward to throw for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 9-yard line.
Deputy! Cowboy 80!
Throwing again here, Ward. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Double move, didn't get him, bro. I want to try something.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Ready!
If I get the one.
Ready, Lions!
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is third and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18.
Ward now working out of the gun. That's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't put anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield. Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Viking 18.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's one.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
3rd and 4.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here.
That's a good
That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Go.
Algier going straight ahead. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers 60. Panthers.
They'll look to throw.
Oh,
They
second.
hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him.
I got enough
All
timeouts.
focus is locked in. Going to call
got enough
multiple
timeouts.
plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Okay, ready?
Here now, 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Ready.
Back to throw.
Oh, no.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Steelers have won the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home